Some Belchertown residents will need to go out of town to buy nicotine products going forward. Belchertown's Board of Health voted overwhelmingly to adopt nicotine-free generation regulations at a public hearing yesterday. This makes Belchertown the 11th municipality in the state to ban the sale of nicotine to anyone born on or after January 1st, 2004. The board also voting to restrict the sale of flavored nicotine pouches to adult-only tobacco stores in Belchertown. This coincides with statewide efforts to curb nicotine use and addiction among youth.